This is my experience with Donkey Kong Jr. This is the second Donkey Kong game in the original Donkey Kong series. Also, I'm using Nintendo Complete's old footage for this short little vid. This is going to be like a small little live stream since I already did like 2 of them today. So I'm just going to make this one short. This game right here, I'm going to show you guys its levels and stuff. God damn, that is loud. Pretty much take like the first game of Donkey Kong, because if you remember, you were Mario, but this time Mario over here is the one that captured Cranky Kong, or Donkey Kong in this game, and you have to get him.
Yeah. I'll get your clothes off there.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. But with all that, right, that's the first stage. It's not a really hard stage in my opinion. And there's only like, what, 6 in the entire game? So you can actually beat Donkey Kong in like a single sitting, you know, depending on how good you are at the game, how bad you are at the game. Like I said, Donkey Kong Jr. isn't really like the crazy game. By the way, Luigi64, welcome to stream. My bad for not saying anything earlier, but I know this stream is really small, really short. If those clothes are still wet, then probably just leave them out there longer. I was thinking about leaving them out there for like 2 hours so they can dry off and shit. Got a lot out there, but anyways, the second level of Donkey Kong Jr., like, in my opinion, like, none of these levels like made me like rage quit, which is good. Or really made me like scream at the top of my head. Like some levels, I know the later levels like really got me thinking like, wait a minute, how am I supposed to beat this? But like, it never really like made me like go over the edge and just hate my experience really. You know, since it is an old school, like really old school game right here, that's like, dude, it's playable, alright. You know, just, and keep this in mind too, I played the NES. The NES also like kind of either cuts content or it either had the whole game or it cut content. Because I remember arcade games that were brought over to the NES had cut content. The NES version was made way shorter than the arcade because the arcade machines were much stronger than the NES console itself. So, like, for example, like, there's only 6 levels in the first game, and I think there's only 6 levels here, but I digress my point. But yeah, this level is pretty easy. But then we get into even harder shit with this weird-ass electricity room, and I remember, thank you for the hearts. I saw that in the corner. Appreciate you. Also, make sure you like the video. I'd appreciate that even more. And I know this one isn't going to get crazy, but, like, we get this little electricity room where Mario handles all this weird electricity. I don't know, bro. It's weird. I have never seen, like, level design like that before. And then you got this one with all the keys, and then you need to, like, you know, unlock each of the keys to get Donkey Kong out of the cage. And this one as well, like, wasn't really that hard, but it gets a little bit harder because, like, you gotta navigate around the enemies, and navigating around the enemies can be pretty difficult in this level. So for anyone that's actually struggling, you know, like, hey, like, I'm actually struggling on this, don't feel bad for struggling on Donkey Kong Jr., because this game can get a little bit, not like Omega hard, but like, it's something. You know what I mean? And then you're probably thinking, wait, why you gotta do it again? Sometimes you could replay the game, and like, because this also applies to Donkey Kong 1, by the way. I think this is just a theory I have. I think they make each of the levels a little bit harder than like your first playthrough of Donkey Kong / Donkey Kong Jr. Because like, how it would go is your first playthrough is the easiest, and then the more you play, you know, the more intense each, you know, version of the stage gets. So that's why, like, for example, like this, like there's way more enemies and there's way more moving objects in this version of level 2 than there was in the first playthrough of level 2 in the, you know, in the original join. Also, Chris, saw that party, but I'll join in a bit. Just I actually managed to stay on PlayStation long enough. Well, Louis didn't wake up, so, which is great. It's excellent. Stuff like that. But I'm guessing they're still hella wet, so they need to stay there for a few hours. The clothes, because I did a lot of guys. Also, in between streams, the reason why this third stream came so much later was because I decided to take stuff out and also do laundry. So just doing things around the house, around the, or crib, however you guys in chat want to actually like talk about it. But you see, this level is like a little bit more difficult because the little electricity thingies are like I think they're like a little bit faster. They're not like too much faster, but just like a smidge like faster and stuff. And do I recommend you play Donkey Kong Jr.? Honestly, it's more like if you want to type of situation, because there's not that much music, obviously. It's an NES game / an arcade game. What do you expect? You know what I mean? There's not like too many levels. There's like three or four levels in the entire experience. And again, the more you play it, the harder each level is gonna get. So, you know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, I think it gets harder. See, I only play Donkey Kong Jr. to get, like, the base experience of the game, which the base experience was pretty mellow, pretty chill. It took me, like, 5, 10, 15 minutes to really get this one down. Did I make my experience on Yeah, I did make my experience on Wrecking Crew. I did do that. So I don't have to really do that. Wrecking Crew 98 is also a great game, but, well, I mean, it's okay. I still prefer the original over it, since that's what you're doing. You're wrecking stuff. But yeah, like, Donkey Kong Jr., if you liked the first game, you'd like the second game. But a game I can really recommend you if you really love the first Donkey Kong style more is probably Donkey Kong Game Boy. Donkey Kong 94, you know, what people really like to play. Hold on, I'm going to tell Rene this, bro. I'm going to put him on blast a bit. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to put him on blast. I'm just kidding. Hold on, I'm gonna tell him. Because it feels like back in the day I'm live. Because I remember me and Rene, we would get in these scenarios where we're each other's live, and we'd ask if we're gonna hang out. Well, I'm gonna tell him about. Yeah. I'm live about DK Jr. Yeah, bro. DK Jr. the game. Any fucking ready yet? But Dave, I'll join them right after this and stuff once I get done with like my thoughts on Donkey Kong Jr. and shit, my experience. But yeah, I recommend this game if you really love the first one, like the original Donkey Kong for NES or arcade. I recommend Donkey Kong Jr. And by the way, for anyone wondering, like, is there a Donkey Kong 2? Like, where is that? If you're wondering about that, no, Donkey Kong Jr. is Donkey Kong 2. And then for anyone that just didn't know that, and then Donkey Kong 3 is just titled Donkey Kong 3, but that game does something drastically different from Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong 1. So it's kind of confusing on that to really like kind of gauge / I don't know why Donkey Kong 3 actually did something different, but I still liked it. I still thought it was a pretty decent game. Yeah, by the way, you take out enemies by hitting them with fruit and shit. You can't jump on them like DKC or anything like that, obviously. Plus, Donkey Kong Jr. is like a little baby. Kind of like Cranky, or not Cranky Kong. Oh, fuck, what was that kid's name? Freaking, I don't fucking remember, bro. I really no. Kitty Kong. Kitty Kong. He's kind of like Kitty Kong, but like way less annoying. But yet, no one really, Nintendo really doesn't bring this character back too. That's another thing I noticed. They don't talk about Donkey Kong Jr. that much, unless they really want to. And it's like, who is Donkey Kong Jr.? Because it isn't the Donkey Kong from the country game, so it's kind of weird there. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it whatsoever. But yeah, I guess you just play it over and over and over again to get like a full session, which is fine, but like honestly, I recommend like just one little playthrough and you pretty much get the gist of Donkey Kong, like Donkey Jr. ASAP. Not a hard game, simplistic game, which I really do like. Very short. You can beat this game in about, I think I mentioned earlier, but I'm going to mention again anyway, like 10, 12, 15 so minutes. Not really that much of an advanced game, to be honest with you. Not really that crazy. But yeah, that's Donkey Kong 2, or Donkey Kong Jr. It's a pretty good game. Not the longest game in the world, so I couldn't really get a bunch of points out other than like the simplistic ones. But yeah, that's my experience with Donkey Kong Jr. Very simple game with a very simple premise and a very simple mind, like very simple. Like I feel like literally anybody can pick up this game and have a good time because of how simple it is. Zahan Bancato, fire stream, bro. Thank you, appreciate that. But yeah, I feel like anyone can pick this game up and have a good time. Like, you know, but even if you're not like the best at this game, it's pretty easy to like understand like, oh fuck, maybe I should have timed this better, and easily improve. Plus the game kind of goes on infinitely, you know, the more you keep going with each playthrough. So hey, you can take a lot of time to get better at this. At least on the NES version, you're not putting freaking coins in the damn thing to keep going and see the bitch through. You know what I mean? You're not throwing in tons of coins just to, like, if you got a game over or died, you know, you didn't have to put another coin in the arcade machine just to get another try at saving Cranky Kong from Mario. Which, I'm also surprised Mario's even a freaking menace in this game. Like, having him caged up and shit, like, is it because of like what he did to the girl character in the game Mario Saves? Because like Nintendo's kind of weird on this, but they said like that wasn't Pauline, but like people, since for years people said it was Pauline. Sometimes in some articles people say that's Pauline, the girl in the game, and then now Nintendo's just saying that's just a random girl Mario Saves. Like, it's not even Peach either. It's not even Peach or Pauline. So it's like, what? Who is that freaking character? But yeah, Mario like kind of getting a whip and kind of beating DK is like what I least expected Mario to be doing, bro. Which that's probably why Nintendo kind of cleaned up their act after this game and shit. Like,
The babies eat?
yeah, 9 o'clock. Fed them at 9. The fresh pet, the rest of fresh pet, because there wasn't too much in there. But anyways, yeah, so like it's kind of weird that Mario just decided to do that. It was just yeah, I bet that's why Nintendo decided to clean up their act the next game and say, you know what? Mario's not even gonna be in Donkey Kong 3, which I'm surprised he's not the protagonist again in Mario 3. It's this other new guy, which I can't wait to talk about, because we never see this character. We never see that character either again after Donkey Kong 3. But this is Donkey Kong 2, and just, again, Mario with a whip ready to beat Donkey Kong. Jeez, that's a little extreme, even for Mario. Like, it's like, dude, because when you think of Mario, you think of the Wahoo Man, the freaking, whoa, shit, freaking old thing splashed out. You think of the Super Mario Man, you know, you think of the man that went on a galaxy inside paintings and flew through planets and stars and shit and was on a beach. You don't think of Mario doing this shit, which is kind of funny in retrospect, that when you go all the way back to Mario's like origins before Mario Bros, he was doing this shit. It was like, damn. I mean, Mario, how could you, bro? How could you? But I'm spending way too much time on this unnecessary shit. But that's Donkey Kong Jr. I know this one was really short too, but if you enjoyed, I got other videos coming in the back. Make sure you check out. This is a new video of mine, but and I know promotion crazy, but yeah, see my experience Donkey Kong Jr. NES live right there peeking. But I really do want you guys to check out my Punch-Out tier list I made yesterday. 79 views real time, so I would appreciate if you guys watch that one all the way through. I don't make regular videos on a regular basis. I always, live stream something. So it'd be nice if y'all can check that out, and it would make me think about creating more regular videos. Also, comment on this video right here, like what other tier list would you guys want to see from me, like in terms of like making tier list videos, or like what other type of normal videos you guys want to see from me, you know what I mean, like regularly recorded on my iPhone or on my tablet or whatever. What would you guys like to see that like you would rather see in a video than you guys would rather see live? But anyways, take care guys, leave a like, also comment, subscribe for more content like this, and yeah, go check out that Punch-Out video. That Punch-Out video is freaking goated. Anyways, I'm gone. Peace.